What's up, everyone? Nestor Tarango coming at you with the core behavior of the week. This one is honor your commitments. And this one's especially timely because I'm supposed to have these out on Monday and it's now Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And here I am with the video of honoring commitments. So clearly, I have some work to do in this area. But I wanted to talk about this. I read this really great blog talking about this idea. It says that when you don't honor your commitments, you've made to yourself or to someone else, it's a message to your subconscious mind. And what that message is that what you say can't be trusted and your word doesn't mean much. However, when you honor commitments, it gives the words that come out of your mouth power. And when your words have power and people can trust what you say because you're a person who delivers on what you say you're going to do, people will trust you more. They're going to respect you more. They're going to value you more. When you make a commitment and don't honor it, it does the complete opposite. And so many people are wondering why they don't get the respect that they deserve and they're not taken seriously and all these other things. And some of this stuff can be self-inflicted. So here's a couple tips of how you can get better at honoring your commitments, how I can get better at honoring my commitments. And here we go. So the first one is to get real with yourself, right? To look back and think about all the commitments that you've made and maybe haven't been able to keep. And I'm sure you have a great justification. I'm sure you have a million reasons why you weren't able to do it. But it's to get real with yourself. And number two kind of goes right into this, which is to be super cautious when making commitments. And to think about it like this, to everything that I say yes to, I'm gonna have to say no to something else. If I say yes to putting in some extra hours, where are those hours gonna come from? Are they gonna come from time with my family? Are they gonna come time from playing Xbox? Are they gonna play time away from something else that I've committed to? What is that gonna be? So to be super cautious when making commitments and to kind of give some forethought and not be super quick to jump on something because you think you can, and then you get overextended and then you're not able to actually deliver. And again, we want our words to have power. We want to be people that we are confident in ourselves and our own skin, that the commitments that we're making, we know we keep them. And so by not making too many commitments, it's a lot easier than if you have too many commitments that you can't even keep track of. Third one, give yourself more time than you think you need. So if you think something's going to take a day, ask for 2 days. If something's going to take 2 or 3 days, give yourself a week. If something's going to take a week, give yourself a week and a half. And by doing this, even if you're right about what your projected deadline is, then you're going to deliver early. And now you're not only somebody that honors your commitments, but you go above and beyond what you said you were going to do. And on the flip side, if it takes you longer to do than you thought, you still bought yourself some extra time and you got that extra time to work it out. Number 4, bust your ass to honor your commitments. If you've made some commitments, honor them, keep them, fulfill them, and deal with the pain. Deal with the suffering that's caused. Maybe it's really inconvenienced you to honor this commitment. Maybe it's costing you more than you thought it was going to cost you. At the end of the day, don't use that as an excuse to not do the commitment. Use it as a reason to learn from, so that the next time you're in the position where you're going to make a commitment, you have a little bit more experience about what is the actual cost of doing this going to be to me, and am I willing to make that investment of time or that commitment? Am I even the right person to make this commitment? Number 5, this is probably the most important that I'd like to see across the organization. If there's a commitment that's been made and you are coming close to the window of when that thing is due or when you're supposed to have that done, is to reach out to whoever you made that commitment to and ask for more time, or ask for a reset of the expectation. If you told the customer you're going to call them back with an answer by 12 p.m., maybe that was a bad commitment that you made, right? And it's already 10:30 and you don't even have the person that you're trying to get a hold of. Reach out before that time and say, hey, you know what? We're still waiting on such and such information. I'm going to need more time. Can you give me till end of day Monday? And I'll get back to you if I can get it to you before then. I'll do that. And what that's going to do is show the other person that your words matter, that what you said means something to you, and that you're doing your best to make it work, but you're going to need more time. And 99% of the time, they're going to say, sure, yeah, that's no big deal. But what's 10 times worse, maybe infinitely worse, is the deadline has passed. And now you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't get that done. Can you give me till Wednesday? Well, now what's happened, right, is that person's like, well, I couldn't trust Friday. I mean, what makes me think I'm going to trust Wednesday? Like, is this thing ever going to get done? And then what's even worse than that is when they have to chase you down and ask you about that commitment that you made. That is the number one thing you want to avoid like the plague if you want to build value, to build trust, to build confidence. But it all starts with yourself, guys. It all starts with the commitments that you're making to yourself. Whether you're saying that you're going to go to the gym, whether you're saying you're going to go, get on this diet, is to be real. Are you going to, or are you not? And don't commit to yourself if you're not going to do it. To get real, maybe start with something smaller. Maybe start with a smaller commitment that you can almost guarantee you're going to hit, and get in the rhythm of doing that. It's going to build your self-confidence. It's going to build your self-worth. When you speak, it's going to have more power, and people will trust you more, and you will be given more opportunities, and more doors will be open to you. So I hope you guys got some value from that. Honor your commitments. I know I'm going to try to do this a lot better. I hope you guys do the same, and let's all go get better together, and let's go crush it.